From Trap or Die to Still Snowin, Jeezy proves his hustle hasn't thawed out. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lighthouse, and you're now tuned into another episode of Everything for Everybody. And today we'll be discussing Jeezy's latest project, Still Snowin. I've been rocking with Jeezy for a long time. Snowman is a legend, period. His ATL trap sound was always anthemic, something that you could feel in your soul, something that defined an era and resonated with my generation. It's been a couple years since his last full length, which is I Might Forgive But I Don't Forget, back in 2023. But this new tape with DJ Drama, Still Snowin, feels like both a party and a creative pivot. As a New Yorker, I caught every damn sample on there. Songs I grew up hearing at house parties, block parties. Those are the records I've danced to at clubs like Santos Party House back in like the early 2010s and whatnot, or a little before that, you know, when shit was lit like downtown in the city and all that, you know what I'm saying? That's what makes this one special. It's the most black people house party Jeezy album you're ever gonna get. It's grown man Jeezy, it's mature Jeezy, and even if it ain't the snowman you're used to, it's still a snowman. And look, everybody's got an opinion on how a legend should sound, but that's not the fans' call. Artists are supposed to create the music that speaks to them in the moment. If we're saying that we're gonna let people live in their truth, that has to extend to the art too. So when Jeezy flips nostalgic soul funk grooves into motivational feel-good sermons, I'm here for it. And honestly, I fuck with this album heavy. I can throw it on while I'm working out, food shopping, whatever. It feels good, pause. And I already know when Jeezy brings this tracks to life with live orchestration like he's been doing, this shit is going to sound incredible on stage. And I'm looking for tickets. Whenever he goes on a tour and does something and he's doing these songs, I definitely want to be there because it's going to be a party in that motherfucker. I can assure you of that. You know what I'm saying? Now, Jeezy and Drama have history. Back in the mid-2000s, Gangsta Grillz tapes like Trap or Die and Can't Ban the Snowman literally helped shape trap as we know it. With Still Snowin, they're back decades later celebrating Jeezy's birthday and his legacy, but pushing the sound somewhere fresh. Instead of cold, menacing trap beats, this mixtape digs deep into 80s and 90s grooves. Think Blackbirds, Rock Creek Park, Loose Ends, Slave, all flipped with DJ Tump and Don Cannon's fingerprints. The beats are warm, celebratory, nostalgic, but they still let Jeezy's raspy voice cut through. What stands out to me is the duality. Jeezy sounds celebratory and hungry at the same time. On Snowman Party, it's luxury rap with jokes about cops at the door and the mayor inside drinking red wine. On the track Slide for Show, he's flexing in the mink during summer, bragging about business moves and daring anyone to doubt his originality. He said even Elon Musk couldn't make him a clone, nigga. Anyway, but there's also pain and wisdom layered in this album as well. On Treason in the Whole Town, he checks betrayal head on. Friends he made rich turning fake, people blocking his shine. Another sad song is Gut Punch Street Gospel, painting pictures of homicides and grieving mothers. And then you get a track like Hustler's Paradise, where Jeezy salutes Nipsey, Take Off, Pop Smoke, and raises a toast to the fallen while dropping jewels about fatherhood, land ownership, and legacy. It's Jeezy the mentor, Jeezy the OG, telling the young hustlers, get paper, raise your kids, and buy some acres. And who could get mad at that? You know what I'm saying? I think every artist who lives out to be an elder statesman needs to give a message to people down under. I mean, you can't stay the same person for forever. There would be people upset about him still rapping the same way he was rapping before, you know what I mean? Like, you have to show some sort of growth, and I feel like this is like, I'm not going to compare it to Jay-Z's 444, but I think at a certain level, a certain place in your life, you do have to mature the language or mature the message so that people can actually grow with you. You don't want your listeners to outgrow you as an artist, so you kind of got to move with the people. This album is fire, man. It's been on rotation ever since it dropped. Well, I actually got it later than it dropped. I actually someone posted about it. I was like, oh shit, that's right, Jeezy did drop. Let me check it out. And man, on rotation this whole week, and I've been telling everybody about it. The most powerful cut though, Heads to the Sky, and You Can Win, built on Sounds of Blackness, Optimistic. Jeezy turns it into a prayer urging the young generation to slow down, to live, to keep their head high despite paranoia and loss. It's crazy to hear the same man who once embodied raw, reckless trap energy now balancing flexes with cautionary wisdom. Across 17 tracks, there's some fat, yes. A couple joints lean too hard into the nostalgia, but the risks mostly pay off. The retro palette reinvigorates Jeezy, making him sound both timeless and refreshed. He's still a snowman, but one who's grown, evolved, and willing to experiment. And with the final track, If You Don't Know Me, he spits over Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, declaring himself the glue of the culture. That's the mic drop. 2 decades in, Jeezy hasn't thawed out one bit. He's still snowing, and his album is fucking fire, and I highly recommend y'all check it out. You know what I'm saying? If you like to dance, you like the up-tempo joints, I think it's really good. This is like a New York album, an East Coast, or Uptown, I don't know. This just feels like home. It feels like Brooklyn. It feels like Jeezy came to a block party in New York City and just got busy on everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something I would expect like a Ghostface or Raekwon to do, but Jeezy did it. So it's like a very interesting juxtaposition, and I think it's dope, man. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? That's my time. I appreciate y'all for watching this episode of Everything for Everybody. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and you know, go check out my old videos and all of that. And let me know what you think about this album, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm really excited. I'm about to finish this, and I'm going back to listen to it again. All right, that's my time, y'all. Peace.